Hello everyone, I'm Tuco. Welcome back to another episode of the LTR Structures Reforged series. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Galadhrim Grand House. So behind me we have the Reforged one, and way off in the distance we have the original one. So since these are fairly large builds, I guess I'm going to have to do a lot of flying this time around. So there's my Reforged one, and the original one is over there. As you can see, there's quite a bit of difference. One is quite a lot taller. The other one is quite a bit more squat. So this one does have various layers, and most of it is similar to the house, the normal house one that I showed you guys last time. It is fairly similar to that, especially the lower parts, except these little, I don't even know what you want to call them, but these little, I don't know, fins or whatever. I looked at a couple pictures because, like I said, building Elvish, especially Elven tree houses, for me is quite difficult. So I looked online for some ideas, and there were these things on the houses with the little lamps at the end of it. So I'm like, well, I guess this is a good way of replacing those little like rope lanterns over yonder, and I think they look okay. They might look a little bit strange, I guess. Maybe like a bit like a rocket, I guess. Maybe like fins to a rocket. But anyway, let's get started here with this structure. Like I said, it's very similar to the other house that I showed you guys. This whole bottom area is exactly identical in terms of the support struts, and also this the staircase leading up here, as well as the ladder going up. And once we do get up here, it's very different. Once we do get up, there are various layers to this structure. So the first layer up here is just a nice little sitting area for any guests to be entertained and whatnot. We have some wonderful looking plants here, with of course the Malorn tree leaves. Just give it a bit more golden touch. We also have the banners strewn about the area, as well as, well, this layer is, like I said, quite similar to the other house in terms of the actual design of it. This is exactly similar with the I guess the arch. But we do, like I said, have, of course, the bushes and also some nice little seating areas where you can just look out among the beautiful Malorn forest and across the way. Now, if we do climb these stairs here, it will lead us to the dining hall and the kitchen, I suppose. So if we do climb up here, it'll bring us right to the kitchen. Right here is the kitchen with, of course, cauldrons and crafting benches. Also a nice little furnace here for cooking. We also have some nice, I guess, Malorn chests here, up here at the top. We also have, of course, some barrels for drink. And over here we have the table. Now, for the table design, since it is a tree house, it's kind of hard to make a big table. So I kind of made this, I don't even know, what do you want to call it? Kind of like a half circle sort of table. Honestly, I really like how it turned out. It looks pretty cool in my opinion, how it all forms like this. And then if we climb up to the next layer, we will have the living and I guess the sleeping quarters of the main resident of this house. And as you can see, they have quite a few books. I want to make a little library for them. They also have a few armors, Galadhrim armors lying around here. We also have some closets. As you all know, I like the closets. And then the pattern for the carpet here. Usually I don't use carpet for structures, but this one was quite bland. As you can see, there's quite a bit of white, just white and this kind of tan, I'm not sure, like tannish gray sort of color. And it looks very, very plain. So I decided to add up some color in here, like splash of color using the carpet. And also I quite like how it all turned out. We also have the bed here and some nice little desks here. Now the exterior of this structure is definitely an interesting one, because of just all the little arches that I added in. Because like I said, I was kind of going off the design I found on the internet, and also with it there was like this dark patch, and I kind of wanted to recreate it because it looks pretty cool. So I decided to go with some dark oak. I'm not quite sure how I like it, or if I like it at all. It looks kind of weird a little bit. And also with the arches, instead of having the arches, usually I have them on the flatter side, not really the curved side. But for this one, I decided to switch it up and make the arches where it curves here. And I kind of liked how it how it turned out. Honestly, I quite like how it how you have these arches that are just kind of like out there like that on the edges here. And then of course the roof is a bit, well, quite a bit taller than the other house. I think you can see one of them over there. It's quite a bit different. It's a lot more, I guess, a lot more steeper, I suppose. There's also a little, if I can find it here, there we are, a little chimney that, of course, connects to that furnace there, because we can't just have a furnace without any actual, I guess, place for all the smoke to go. So it does have a nice little pipe to go out into the world and, of course, get all that smoke out of the house. So I do believe that does it for this structure. Like I said, definitely challenging to build. I'm not used to elven structures, especially tree houses. Tree houses, I've never really built tree houses before. So this is definitely a first time for me in designing this. I think I could have done a bit better, honestly, but for a first time for tree houses, I think it looks all right. Well, anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode of the LTR Structures Reforged series. And if you did enjoy it, please be sure to hit that like button. As always, I'm Tuco. God bless. I'll see you guys next time.